Yeah, 4-2-3-1 gives them a lot of stability and the ability to change the formation from a 4-2-3-1 to a 4-4-1-1 defensively.
4-4-2 for Mr. Cruz.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're 4-4-2, if they drop into a 3-5-2. We know for sure it's going to be Wilson. It's going to be interesting to see how those players coming into the squad tonight are able to go out there and make an impact.
McFadden nearly dragged down Jonathan Ricketts, and speaking of that, he immediately gets tripped up by Philip Goodrim.
Freeze in a challenge like this early in the game, they do go into the book, but 3 minutes into the game.
On the left-hand side, will take this. Nope, beg your pardon, he will not. This ball chipped by Tobias Zarate into the box. The header screams on goal, but it goes right to Damon Loss, and it's his first touch of this evening.
I think last season,
played into the box. Goodrum, great stop by Rodriguez. He can't get the rebound. Philip Goodrum on the board. Louisville City 1-0.
directly from a throw-in. It's a great run here from Goodrum. You expect him to make better connection than the first one. He's very fortunate. Rodriguez gives him a second bite of the apple, and on that occasion, I think he just ricochets off his head into the back of the net, giving Louisville City a fairly straightforward 1-0 lead.
Stash is working tonight in Miami, and for Goodrum.
But that was a really poor goal to give a straight-on throw-in into the box. Nobody tracks Goodrum making the run. He probably should have finished on the first occasion.
How about this for retaliation? Lost with a good two-hand stop.
Just here, turns on his first touch and just tries to bend it into the far.
Fly right down to Miami, and then all of a sudden the humidity slaps you upside the head. Bonfilio asking for a foul here. Kyle Adams was mixed up with him. And we have an early book, and that'll go against him.
On the grass.
Yellow card going against Kyle Adams. 5-9-5, 20 points. A 9-point improvement already from last year, but still coming into tonight's affair on the outside of the playoff bubble looking in. On the outside of the playoff bubble looking in. And time is wasting away. Vasquez.
Yeah, I think
trying to work. Vasquez towards the back post. They score! Oh, Lucas Milano, an absolute rocket, and we are level at one apiece.
it's a fantastic ball here from Vasquez. Just slows himself down. Look at the quality on the ball. Just hangs up at the far post. Milano arrives, nobody marking him. It's a great strike. He couldn't have connected with that one any better. Finds itself into the back of the net. An absolute rocket. Gives Lass no chance. Ties things up for Miami. 1-1.
For Miami FC, someone outside of Francisco Bonfilio finally scored a goal.
And he's all left alone to smash it into the back of the net. So I think when Louisville dissect that, they're going to look at it from two aspects. No pressure on the ball. The ball was allowed to be delivered into the box. And nobody was tracking the runner or closing down the runner as a free strike on goal.
Oh, what a retaliation! And they get back on the board. Louisville City and Philip Goodrum. There's a brace.
And it may be deja vu. I remember there was a game a couple of weeks ago where Louisville scored from two long throw-ins again, and they've scored 2 goals again in this game from 2 long throw-ins, and it's the same finisher, Goodrum. On this occasion, he doesn't need a second chance. Perfect delivery, perfect connection.
Zarate on the free kick, keeps it on the deck. Romero, soft chip, right post, man open, and there's another equalizer! An offensive outburst for Miami. Don Knudsen levels this sucker up at 2.
Blows each other. Again, the goal comes from this defensive side, the left side, where lose that header there. I think it's Lambert, the ball just goes over the top of him, and Knudsen's there inside the box, an unsuspecting goal scorer buries it. Again, equalizing for Miami FC. 2-2, everything's tied up once again.
Want to keep themselves in the good graces of the win column and also above Charleston. Those two teams back and forth amongst the top-tiered contenders. And Lambert, again, a second infraction.
The referee deems this to be a
fantastic acquisition the offseason for Miami. Bill Hamid, Francisco Bonfilio, you can pick your poison on who is more important.
I think they're both equally as important on Miami FC's best nights.
Goodrum going for goal, just misses the hat trick. Oh, he wanted it. Rodriguez full extension.
A bit closer to goal before he took the shot. Here's why Lambert stays on, plays the key pass that gives Goodrum this opportunity to get his strike on goal. is probably going to be where we see the biggest impact in the second half.
Short throw in here. Cardona. Bonfiglio. Oh, just dribbles in on target.
Is probably going to be where we see the biggest impact in the second half.
Short throw in here. Cardona. Bonfiglio. Oh, just dribbles in on target.
Confidence. Obviously, there's a defensive change, so what may have worked in the first half may not continue to work now in the second half. So they have to play with it a little bit. They have to test it and see where the weaknesses and the gaps are and the holes are that they can exploit.
And make themselves a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference.
Yep, and you can't just blame the coaching staff or any of those aspects because it's very simple. I think that's also the same for this Miami FC team. The objective is minimum to make the playoffs.
Akinyoti for Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio waiting, setting it up. Zorante had a golden mark and just elevated that ball, and it goes wide. Goodrum trying to counter, had that ball poked away by Romero. Matias then gets ditched by Goodrum. Goodrum tripped up. Cardona got a piece of him. And we haven't had as much excitement in this half as we did in the opening half. Pace has been fine. I think it's just a little bit different. Davila fended over the right-hand side. Man available, and they score! Fist pumping for Aiden McFadden on the weak-hand side. Louisville City recaptures the lead.
And if there was any question marks why he was in Team of the Week, I think this answers all of them. Look at the pass that he picks out. He finds the player in space in a crowded box where everybody's recovering under pressure. He finds the player in space with a perfect ball into his run, takes a touch and buries it into the side netting with composure, giving Louisville City
considerable pain.
It's not a head injury, though.
Well,
he's stopping the game. It's not a head injury.
Well,
so key because when you're coaching, the key moments that players have to focus on is the 5 minutes after you score a goal.
Going for goal, lost with an easy stop there against Jonathan Ricketts, who wanted more from it. Is going near the boundary. Tobias Zorate, who's on the deck right now.
Again, it's not a head injury, so I'm not quite sure.
This one played through into the box for Milano. Milano settles it. Milano out wide. This one played through. The header was missed. Gavilanes! Oh, the rebound just misses.
That stops Miami FC again, bringing this game equal. Brilliant defending there from Jones. What a block.
Going for goal, and they score! Jensen Wilson with a missile from well out, and that could be the game.
When he strikes his ball, Davila, again, the player who provides the assist, but just picks his head up, Ciro Rodriguez's position, and just smashes it from distance. Finds its way into the back of the net. As we spoke about, it's not been the best performance from Louisville.